You think ADA will still outperform BTC in the future?
Of course, because how much farther can Bitcoin go? Maybe to 1 million. Okay, it's a 10x. ADA can go 100x, 1000x.
ADA can go 100x, 1000x. Let's do some math here. ADA's at 78 cents. 100x is $78. 1000x is $780. I'm curious, those of you watching this video, if a $78 ADA would retire you and your bloodline, put a 1 in the chat, in the comment section. I am very curious. Now, this was Charles Hoskinson on an interview with Jason Yanowitz from Blockworks. Highly recommend you go watch that entire interview if you haven't done so yet. A lot of great insight. Now, we'll get back to this clip here in a second. He does talk about midnight. He does talk about Bitcoin DeFi. This is going to be more of a react video as far as showing some of the important clips from that interview, what Charles has said, and then giving my thoughts and feedback. We'll also take a peek at a Cardano chart as well. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Now, this pattern on the daily for ADA, this is a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern that is playing out currently. You can see that right shoulder that I'm twiggling around here has not filled yet. So could this be the bottom at 77 cents? I don't know. Could we get a little lower to this last consolidation level we had, although it was a one candle consolidation at 70 cents potentially? Either way, as long as we don't go below 53.64 cents, this is a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern on the daily for Cardano with a measured move. We go ahead and measure the depth of the head here. We take that stick and plug it right at that neckline, and you're looking at a break to $1.32 for Cardano if this plays out with its measured move. Now, again, should see a little more consolidation. Will this be a U-shaped recovery? We'll go ahead and hide this head and shoulders here. Will this be more of a U-shaped recovery? Will it be more of a V-shaped recovery? Or will we see this thing pan out a little bit and then explode to the upside? Either way, very, very bullish pattern. And again, $1.30 is what's going to is what we're expecting from ADA on the daily time frame. Now, let's go back to this video that I opened with and let's listen to the remainder of this 43-second clip.
Over this. It's like, guys, we're not a second-class citizen. Cardano does substantially more, and because of Bitcoin DeFi, it's going to end up probably being the yield layer of Bitcoin, and so it's going to get a huge halo effect from that. And because of the launch model of Midnight, partner chains are going to bring in airdrops almost annually to ADA. So you're like making the case for holding ADA. It's like if you hold ADA, you're going to get Night tokens. Night could be a $10 billion product right out of the gate. And 50% of the supply is being allocated to ADA holders. And every year, these things are going to be dropped.
Let's go. Also, by the way, those of you that maybe don't know, the snapshot has already been taken. We also have this. Midnight posted this. This is kind of what it's going to look like. On the left is your claims, right, for the Glacier drop, telling you how much you're eligible for. Now, this is just for show and tell. Participants claim their token allocations by demonstrating they meet the eligibility criteria for each phase. And then you have redemption, how you redeem and what that's going to look like. Now, I do believe if you have your funds in like a Trezor, Ledger, or it's staked on chain, I do believe you, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, or I might get some more information, you might have to claim it through a wallet like Lace. I will get more information to let you know. And also during Rare Evo next month, actually, Rare Evo is in like 2 weeks, not even 10 days. And so if you don't have your tickets yet, there's a link in the description. If you're a Nevada ID holder, you get it for free. Use the code SINCITYCOMP, C-O-M-P, at checkout. And if you're a Vegas resident or a Nevada resident, you will get in for absolutely free. You just got to show your ID at the very front. Or if you just want to come, it's going to be a badass time. My favorite convention of the entire year. I will be there. I'll be playing in the poker tournament. Come join us. Links in the description. But just there's going to be more information given there. And so just keep your eyes peeled and do not do anything stupid and lose money or get scammed, okay? Always double, triple check. All right, back to the interview. This was posted by our friend Rob over at Digital Asset News. This is Charles talking about the 4-year cycles and what he believes we're going to see from crypto.
There's a lot of disagreement is, do we still have 4-year cycles, right? And since you've been in the industry has run on these, the market cycles have run in these 4-year cycles, obviously. I'm curious if you think the 4-year cycle is still intact.
No, it's a different cycle. It's something different going on. And I don't even think we're close to the peak of the bull market. People have gotten so pessimistic and cynical that they're like, oh, the market's dead and we've ballooned. It's like, dude, clarity is not even passed yet. When clarity gets passed, the Mag 7 are going to enter the cryptocurrency space. You're going to have stable coins go above 1 to 2 trillion in issuance. You're going to have real world assets come in. The total market cap aggregate is going to be over 10 trillion.
I agree. And I've been saying this for actually my co-host and I, Rob from our live show, which by the way, check it out, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've said that this is going to be an extended cycle. And to Charles's point, we haven't even had the Clarity Act. Yes, we've had the Genius Act, and that's, really propped up stable coins issuance. We saw JP Morgan wants to launch one. Citibank wants to launch one. You're going to see more and more of this news in the coming weeks and the coming months as these institutions start layering into stable coins, but also the infrastructure for these stable coins on an institutional level. And so we've been talking about this again. We've crushed it on plays like Convex Finance, Athena, Asymmetry Finance, Curve DAO, a bunch of these infrastructure stablecoin plays for these institutions. And for him to say the Mag 7, which by the way, the 7th largest companies, Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, if these people decide to get some sort of exposure to crypto, guys, we're talking potentially billions of dollars. And I think 10 trillion market cap. You go back and watch all my price prediction videos from the week of Christmas of last year and just 2 weeks ago, 10 trillion has been my base case. And so I couldn't agree with Charles more. Let's get back to the video.
And so I call this the Giga Chad bull run. It's like the biggest bull run we've ever had. And when Bitcoin starts stalling, then the alts will pop. And so you're going to see great ratios that, come from this whole thing. And it'll die off a little bit, but it's like every time you have these windows, you go to new all-time highs and then you stay at new all-time lows, and so it's no longer a 4-year cycle because it's not retail led anymore. It's more led by institutions and it's more led by massive investors. But simply put, there's just too much going on. The inventories on Bitcoin are too low. You got these DATs injecting gargantuan amounts of money into the market, and there's no way not to see a bull run. From all.
When do you think we hit? Wait, so what are we at today? 4 trillion, I think.
Yeah.
We're at 4 trillion. When do you think we hit 10 trillion?
Before the end of the cycle, and I think the cycle will last throughout 2026 because clarity is going to be the catalyst. I think that really bootstraps it up. And, the only reason why we haven't super taken off was that there was an irrational exuberance when Trump got elected, and then it didn't immediately pay off. And so people got a little crazy about it. And then, the tariffs and all the macroeconomic stuff kind of shook the market a little bit, but people are starting to look at crypto as a counter-cyclic and as a hedge asset to the collapse of the US dollar or, to inflation or, other such things. So
a lot of great insight and points. And again, highly, highly recommend you guys go and watch that entire interview. And this is the page here at Jason Yanowitz with a W. And you can see here, somewhere on this timeline, there's the full interview that he posted. I believe it's right here. Posted the entire interview. Go watch it. It was really, really good. But I'm curious, do you guys agree with Charles's thesis? A few of them. One, Giga Chad cycle, taking crypto market cap to $10 trillion. And two, I think the big one here is the cycle goes into the majority of 2026 and we don't see, could this be the cycle where we don't see a top until October of 2026? We're all waiting for the top to happen in October, November of this year. Could we still be an entire year removed from seeing all-time highs and not just Cardano, but some of the other leading altcoins as well? Let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one, peace.